in the summer. Golick and Morrow moving toward the white line. Norm Wadley on the flags. Looking. Morrow, Drotz, Golick, Anderson, your top four. Remember, 5 to transfer. Randy Martin working up high side of Mason, trying to work around. It's Matt Morrow. Randy Martin has his sights set on the 88 car of Tim Holsworth out of Valeria, Iowa. Matt Morrow extending his advantage. And that Tony Morrow auto body Trossel. Morrow, Drotz, Golick, Holsworth, Randy Martin popping up out of the groove. Randy Anderson also slides, giving the 14 car Randy Martin a break. Matt Morrow still setting sail. Golick working on the Wineland Racing 18. It's Matt Morrow and Drotz and Golick. We have a yellow. Looks like Nate Anderson. The 8A, Nate Anderson. Matt Morrow. Green flag once again. Randy Martin trying to take a shot. Now he goes underneath. Randy Anderson working on Tim Holsworth. Randy Martin now holding down the final transfer spot. Morrow and Drotz with a race at the front. Martin popping out again. Randy Anderson trying to get back underneath. The race at the front. Drotz and Morrow. White flag. Bruce Drotz sliding up out of the groove just a little bit. Matt Moore extending his advantage. Under the scoreboard, off turn number 4. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? The youngster from Des Moines, the 2M Matt Morrow. He was chased by the 18 of Drotz, the 5G of Golick, the 88 of Holsworth, and the 14 of Randy Martin. Unofficially, those 5 come up in single dawn. Hardock and Alexander. Mitchell Alexander, the 98 of Thorson, Hardock on the inside, the 82 of Dave Van Hoekelum, Eddie Levitt Jr. holding down the 5th spot. It's Mitchell Alexander, still holding the advantage, working on him. The 98 car of Curtis Thorson. Van Hoekelum now running 3rd. Hardock 4th. Eddie Levitt Jr. working on the bottom side. Eddie Levitt Jr. now running 4th. Running 6th, the 06th of Steve Richards. Richards working on Hardock. That's your final transfer. Here comes the 10 of Wares. Hardock sliding high. Richards underneath, now running 5th. Alexander still holding the advantage. Here comes the 98 of Thorson. Van Hoekelum working on 3rd. Eddie Levitt Jr. and the 06 Steve Richards. The race at the front. Van Hoekelum, who got on his top in last Saturday night's main event, back together and running strong. White flag on this circuit. Here comes your leader, Mitchell Alexander. Mitchell Alexander trying to keep the straight line down the back chute into turn 3. Under the scoreboard, Eddie Levitt Jr. slides high. Richards working underneath, not this time. A nice run for the 6 car out of Knoxville, Mitchell Alexander. Finishing 2nd, the 98 of Thorson. 3rd, the 82 Van Hoekelum. 4th, the 22 of Levitt. Your final transfer, the 06 Steve Richards. Bruce Williams and Tim St. Arnold. And Bruce Williams charging into turn number 1. Several of them jumping the cushion. St. Arnold running second. Mike Hurricane Houseman running third. On the outside, the 9H, Eddie Ergenbright with a shot. Outside of Tice. Hesmer trying to chase him through the same hole. Bruce Williams still holding point. Tice sliding high. Trent way to the bottom side. Tice slowing and stopping. Turn 2 yellow. And green once again by the orange cone. Mike Trent shooting down underneath Hesmer. Hesmer back on the top side. Working off turn 4. Bruce Williams. Hesmer working to Ergenbright Motorsports number 11. Now running fourth, Ed Ergenbright, the final transfer into Mike Hansen 9H. Mike Trent working to Bobby Thompson 48. Here comes your leader. Driving that hurry back club, Hunter Construction Maxim. That white 8B Bruce Williams. Tim St. Arnold in that Gilly Sonner Maxim number 47. Mike Hurricane Houseman in an American Challenge. Ace Concrete K&L Automotive. Here comes Hesmer. Williams extending his advantage. Now the 48 car of Mike Trent holding down that valuable final transfer spot. White flag, Norm Wadley. Bruce Williams under the flag stand. Here comes St. Arnold, Houseman, Hesmer, and Mike Trent. Under the scoreboard off the 4th turn, your third heat event winner, Bruce Williams. Running second, the 47, Tim St. Arnold. Mike Hurricane Houseman, the 80X, running third. David Hesmer, the 11, finishing fourth. And your final transfer spot, the car number 48, Mike Trent. Jerry Crabb, Dwayne Van Hooklam working to the white line. Green flag, Norm Wadley. Van Hooklam working hard into the first turn. Followed by Crabb, Virgil Brandt, Alexander, and Larry Weeks, your top 5. Alexander working under Brandt. Coming off the 4th turn, 3 abreast. Holy cow, working hard in the first turn. The 80 of Van Hooklam extending his advantage. Alexander, Virgil Brandt, Jerry Crabb, and Larry Weeks. Crabb up in the loose change. Here comes Larry Weeks down underneath. Van Hooklam under the scoreboard. Alexander giving chase. Virgil Brandt, Larry Weeks, and Jerry Crabb, your top 5. Kenny Williams working hard. Working for that final transfer spot. There's the race, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes your leader off the 4th turn. White flag from Norm Wadley. Van Hooklam, Alexander, Brandt and Weeks, Crabb and Williams. Alexander with a shot off the 4th turn. Terry Alexander and Dwayne Van Hooklam. Brandt and Weeks. Here it comes off the 4th turn. Heat event winner, he's from Colfax, Dwayne Van Hooklam. He was chased by the 7X of Alexander, the 41 of Virgil Brandt, Larry Weeks in the 00, and the 16, Kenny Williams. These people to be used as alternates for the 360A. Anderson, Crabb, Ergenbright, your top four. Charging down the back chute, turn 3, under the scoreboard. Working on lap number 1. Where's Randy Anderson, the youngster from Clarion, Iowa. Jerry Crabb, the old-timer out of Des Moines. Eddie Ergenbright, the 9H from Newton. Haynes working on the high side. It's still Knoxville's Steve Wares leading the charge off turn number 4. Eric Mason got one upside down. Single file restart. Wares, Anderson, Crabb, Ergenbright. It's Wares, Anderson. Here's Ergenbright on the outside. The 16H. Haynes on the bottom. Steve Wares out of Knoxville, still holding that advantage. The youngster, Randy Anderson out of Clarion, Iowa, running second. Jerry Crabb working. The veteran and the youngster, side by side, out of 2 down the back chute. Still working hard. Wares, Crabb and Anderson working down the front chute. Cross flags halfway. Norm Wadley showing the cross flags halfway in the B main event. Anderson maintaining his advantage. Ergenbright running 4th, Haynes running 5th. The 19, Steve Wasson, coming to a stop over inside turn 2. Wasson. Wares, Anderson, Crabb, and Ergenbright. Working under the scoreboard and off the turn. Norm Wadley waving the green flag. Ergenbright working on the bottom of Crabb. Wares weathering the restarts, still holding on. Haynes up on the top side. Mason, Dipsy Doodle, he turned it around. We're yellow once again. Wares once again pushing that 10 car through 3 and 4. Ergenbright up on the high side. Got a little loose. Haynes underneath, now running in that 4th spot. Wares, Anderson, Crabb, and Haynes. Working on lap number 8, Steve Wares. Looking for a white flag. Steve Wares out of Knoxville, Iowa, still your leader. Working around the lap car of Steve Wasson. works down to the bottom. Unofficially, the top four, the 16H, Jeff Haynes, the 12X, Jerry Crabb, running second, the 71A of Randy Anderson, winning the B-Main, ladies and gentlemen, out of Knoxville, Iowa, car number 10, Steve Wares.
Our first of two, Brenton Bank twin 15-lap features for your 360 cars. Matt Morrow, Mitchell Alexander, behind him Bruce Williams, Dwayne Van Hooklam, Bruce Strotz, Curtis Thorson, Tim St. Arnold, Terry Alexander, Brett Golick, Dave Van Hooklam, Mike Hausman, Virgil Brandt, Tim Holsworth, Eddie Levitt Jr., David Hesmer, Larry Weeks, Randy Martin, Steve Richards, Mike Trent, and Kenny Williams. 20 cars, 15 laps. The green flag is out. Norm Wadley has thrown in, and we are underway. And right away, take a look at the 2M car. Matt Morrow out of Des Moines, Iowa. In search of his first feature win, he's captain of the ship off turn number 2. Following him in the 8B is Bruce Williams. Then it's Mitchell Alexander and Dwayne Van Hooklam. Tim St. Arnold running into 5th spot with Bruce Strotz in 6th. Now it's Van Hooklam taking a look to the inside of Mitchell Alexander in the 6 car. But now Tim St. Arnold closing in, takes the number 4 spot away from the 80 car. The Gil Saunders number 47. A strong runner now in the number 4 spot. Meanwhile, up front, Bruce Williams has come to the tail of the 2M car. Matt Morrow and Bruce Williams. Williams with a shot on the bottom. Bruce Williams takes over the race lead in the Hurry Back Club 8B. Matt Morrow now runs in 2nd. Following him, straight away behind in the 6 car, Mitchell Alexander. Bruce Strotz has moved into the number 5 spot following Tim St. Arnold. Now it's Van Hooklam running in 6th to the tail of the K&L car, number 18. Van Hooklam currently 2nd in the points, works to the bottom side. Doesn't find enough bite. He will hold on to the number 6 spot as Bruce Williams, the Hunter Construction 8B, your race leader. Still Matt Morrow in 2nd, but take a look at the battle shaping up for the number 3 spot. Back there we find Mitchell Alexander, Tim St. Arnold, Bruce Strotz, the 80 car of Dwayne Van Hooklam. Also joining the fun of the 41, Virgil Brandt. 5 cars battling it out for the number 3 spot. Bruce Strotz now to the top side of Van Hooklam. They're side by side working on Tim St. Arnold into 47. This time by, Norm Wadley has the flags crossed. We are halfway through our first of 2 15-lap A-main events. Larry Weeks in the 00 car off the throttle as the yellow flag comes out for Larry Weeks. Bruce Williams controls the pace. He's on the gas. The green flag is out and we are again underway. Always passing opportunities on restarts. Let's see if anything will shake out. Take a look at the battle now. Dwayne Van Hooklam sneaking into that number 3 spot. Mitchell Alexander with a run off the top. Side by side, the 2 touch. The front suspension on the 6 car gives out. Mitchell Alexander. 2nd in points, Dwayne Van Hooklam runs 3rd with Tim St. Arnold 4th and Bruce Strotz 5th. Green flag's back out. We are underway. Virgil Brandt taking a look to the inside of the Wineland 18. Virgil Brandt in the car number 41 moving into the number 5th spot. Van Hooklam trying to reel in the 2M car of Matt Morrow. Again, 2nd in points. Randy Martin, points leader, is nowhere near the front. Van Hooklam to the inside, side by side, going into turn 1. Who's going to be the 2nd place car? Still Matt Morrow with a good run off the top. It's still Bruce Williams, Matt Morrow in 2nd with Dwayne Van Hooklam working to the bottom side, trying to go side by side. Take a look at David Hesmer in the Dennison and Associates 11 car. Working now on the number 6 spot. He's not stopping there around the 47. David Hesmer on a charge in the Jürgen Breit 11. Now running in the 5th spot with just 4 laps to go. Morrow solidly in second with Dwayne Van Hooklam third. Bruce Strotz running in fourth. Virgil Brown with a shot on David Hesmer to the bottom side. This is the battle for fifth. Virgil Brown taking back the spot he gave away to David Hesmer just a lap or two ago. Yellow on the racetrack. Turn number 1. The 82 car. Dave Van Hooklam out of Pella, the Tony's Auto Parts. Green to go once again. A 3-lap shootout for Bruce Williams in the 8B car. Here comes Dave Hesmer working the top side in the Jürgen Ride 11. Can he get the advantage? No. It's still Bruce Williams. Matt Morrow now with a Wineland 18 of Bruce Strotz. A good bite off two. He now runs into third spot and he's not stopping there. Down to the bottom side to the inside of Matt Morrow. Bruce Strotz on a charge right now in the K&L Auto Parts 18. Now Terry Alexander moves to the inside of David Hesmer. That a battle for position now running sixth. This time by though, Bruce Williams goes in search of his second feature win, takes the white flag. He's got 1/2 mile to go. It looks like Bruce Strotz will finish third. Matt Morrow second. But the winner, tonight's first of two, Brenton Bank 360 features, his second career feature win, the 8B car of Bruce Williams. Close battle for second. Matt Morrow will win in the 18. Or the 2M rather, the 18 finishes third.
Bruce Williams, the Hurry Back Club, one of your sponsors right there on the wing, and you hurried back into the winner's circle, picking up your second feature win. Did you ever dream it could be like this?
Well, we just had a good starting spot tonight, and the car really worked well with the new tires, so that really helped.
That is a very good question about the new tire. What kind of changes has it made so far in just 1 week?
Well, I think just about everybody their cars were too tight, and then you just had to keep working on them, try to make it a little bit better. And
Holsworth and Williams working off turn number 2. It's Kenny Williams in that 16 car working under the scoreboard. Williams, Holsworth, the 98 of Thorson, the 06 of Steve Richards, Eddie Levitt Jr. sitting up on the cushion working off turn 2. Down the back chute, now running third. Here comes Hesmer, working underneath Tim St. Arnold. Randy Martin back to the bottom, following him through. Kenny Williams set sail in that 16 car. He's working off turn 4. Eddie Levitt Jr. now running second. Richards, Hesmer, Randy Martin. Here's your leader off the 4th turn under the flag stand. Kenny Williams, that Midwest Connection Trucking, Sid's Auto Body, and Haps Racing Engine Maxim. The Blakesburg driver setting sail. Eddie Levitt Jr., Hesmer, and Randy Martin, now your top 4. Will encounter lap traffic just real shortly. Eddie Levitt Jr. still running second. Hesmer and Martin tracking him down as they go down the long back chute. Your leader exiting turn 4. Virgil Brandt now moving into 5th. the back end of the 22 car. Slowly reeling into 16. Martin working on Hessmer. Randy Martin around Hessmer. Randy Martin now running third. Randy Martin up to the top. He has his sights set on second. Your leader into turn 3, working around lap traffic. Eddie Levitt Jr., Randy Martin and Hessmer. Randy Martin trying to take a shot on the low side. Randy Martin shooting into second. Can he hold it? Can he make it stick? He slides up. Eddie Levitt Jr. around the top side. Your leader still off turn 4, the 16 car. Kenny Williams, as he works lap traffic. Your race is for second. Randy Martin with a shot off the bottom. Martin now holding second. Your leader, Hessmer, now running fourth. Your leader is under the scoreboard. Randy Martin working that 14 cars. He tries to make his way to the front. It's Kenny Williams down on the bottom. Randy Martin working the top. Randy Martin working the top. Kenny Williams. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Williams. Randy Martin on the bottom. Randy Martin now in the lead in the 14 car. Randy Martin back to the top. He's still working lap traffic. He squeezes by Hausman. 41, Brandt. The 18 of Drotz battling as they work their way up from the rear of the field. Randy Martin in the 14 car, still your leader. Kenny Williams, Hessmer, Virgil Brandt, the 22 and the 18. They work their way up from the rear of the field. Randy Martin looking for the white flag on this circuit. Randy Martin, white flag from Norm Wadley. Kenny Williams and Hessmer. Randy Martin stays on the bottom. Off the turn down the back chute. The 14 car works under Eddie Ergenbright. Here he comes off the 14. He worked hard. Randy Martin out of California, Missouri. The 16 and the 41, photo finish. The 11, 18.
Randy, invert feature's always fun to watch. I imagine though as a driver, do you ever know when you pass for the lead?
No, not really. I tell you, started that race, I kind of fell back or got behind and trying to figure out my car. And I had no idea who was leading the race. Every car come up on, I tried to pass, and about 2 laps from the end, I looked up at the scoreboard and seen I was leading, but I had no idea. It's probably something I shouldn't do, but I was wondering, I had no idea.
We get set. Troy Parsons out of Des Moines, Iowa. Lancaster, Missouri's Mark Smizer. They've been warned once. They need to stay side by side and control the pace to the chalk line. Waiting for Doug Clark's green flag inside, and we're underway. And again, it's Parsons moving to the top side of the 57C. He will lead into turn number 1. Trouble, though, with the 55, Larry Pinniger. Mark Smizer again, bringing the freight train to the chalk line. Doug Clark, green flag. And again, it's Parsons in the 57C out into the front. Take a look at Breezy Whitworth moving to cab car number 96 on the top side. Now to the inside of Mark Smizer. Breezy Whitworth on the go button in the 96, taking over the number 2 spot. He's not stopping there, coming to the tail of the 57C. Now it's McCarl trying to work into the number 5 spot. Working the high side of the track, now to the bottom side off turn 4. Terry McCarl comes to the tail of the 51 car. It's Jamison holding down the number 5 spot. McCarl in 6th, the final transfer spot, as Parsons comes off turn 4. Following him, it's Breezy Whitworth, Mark Smizer, Tony Morrow, Ryan Jamison, and Terry McCarl. So far, those are the drivers that will transfer on to tonight's first of two 20-lap A-mains. Tony Morrow begins to work to the inside and smoke showing from it. To the inside of Smizer in the 69, now settling back into the number 4 spot. Keep an eye on that 2M car. A little bit of smoke showing from the left side of that race car. Here comes Whitworth working to the bottom side of Parsons. Now McCarl riding in 5th. Goes to the top side, passing Tony Morrow and Mark Smizer. Terry McCarl, the McCroskey 51, now your 3rd place car. A lot of smoke pouring from both sides of the 2M car as Breezy Whitworth takes a look to the inside of Troy Parsons. Whitworth with a good bite off at 2 will take over the heat race lead. White flag this time going to be shown for Breezy Whitworth. Troy Parsons still running second, but now he's got a handful of Terry McCarl. If there's going to be any changes, they've got to take place now. McCarl moves to the high side, trying to follow Whitworth to the checker flag. Not this time as Breezy Whitworth takes heat race number 1. Troy Parsons able to hold on to that spot. Terry McCarl unofficially running 3rd. Following him are Mark Smizer, Tony Morrow, and Ryan Jamison. Those top 6 cars moving on to tonight's A-main event. To munch. The RPMs begin to creep up until green flag comes out and we are underway. And already 3 abreast down the front stretch. With John Carney taking the lead. Rich Buback settling into 2nd. Jeff Matrician 3rd, but here comes Skip Jackson in the Classic Coupe 10, settling into the number 4 spot with Brett Antill in the PTI 1 car 5th. Antill down to the bottom side, trying to go to work on Skip Jackson. Bob Weave right now holding down the number 6 spot. Now fielding the challenge from Mike Ranke in the 02 car. Ranke to the top side. Gets up into the marbles as Bob Weave slides to the inside of Brent Antill. Now it's Antill on the bubble. Now it's Mike Ranke moving into number 6 spot. He and Antill side by side down the backstretch. This is for the A-main transfer spot. Mike Ranke, the 02 car, the pit stop pizza machine, will move into that spot. Meanwhile, John Carney out of Ozaukee, Kansas, continuing to be your heat race leader. Following him are Rich Buback. Skip Jackson now running in 3rd. Jeff Matrician looking to make his 2nd A-main in the Mac Tools 5 car. Bob Weave runs 5th with Mike Ranke in 6th. Take a look at turn 3. Skip Jackson working to the tail of the 9 car. It's the 10 and the 9 side by side off turn 4. Buback slams the door shut. He will stay in 2nd for now. Bob Weave to the inside of Jeff Matrician, though. The 19 car hooked up in Holland, now running 4th. Again, Jackson to the top side off of turn 4. Top side off 2, Skip Jackson and the Van Der Recken 10 running in the number 2 spot. This time by white flag for John Carney. Buback not going to give the spot up though easily. Now settles into the number 3 spot. This time by off turn 4, your winner of heat race number 2, the 86, John Carney. Following him, the Van Der Recken 10 of Skip Jackson, the 9 car, Rich Buback, the 19 of Bob Weave, the 5J, Jeff Matrician, and the 02 of Mike Ranke. Dennis Moore Jr. in row 3, Travis Cram and Steve Beitler in row number 2. Captain of the ship as they make their way through 3 and 4, the 81 Jerry Richard Jr. and the 7A of Todd Tager. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Now heavy on the throttle, we are underway. Jerry Richard Jr. on the top side, but take a look, a strong start by Steve Beitler in the 21. Here comes a 12 car. Peter Murphy going to work on the top side. Coming by the flag stand, it's Jerry Richard, Steve Beitler, Todd Tager, Dennis Moore Jr., Travis Cram, and Danny Lasoski, the top 6. Behind him, it's Walraven, now Leonard Lee, Peter Murphy sliding back with Jerry Potter now running in the 10th spot. Here comes Dennis Moore working to the top side of Todd Tager. It's the battle of the 7s off turn 4. And lucky 7 is Dennis Moore Jr. moving in the number 3 spot. Tager sliding back to 4th. Danny Lasoski now running 5th as Travis Graham sits on the bubble. Now Walraven to the inside of Graham. Chris Walraven into 56. He will now, well, take a look here. The 7 car, the Orchid 7 of Dennis Moore Jr. Problems for the Beebs. The 7 car heads back to the pits. That now puts Graham back on the bubble in the 92 as Jerry Richard Jr. continues to lead in the 81. Lasoski in the meantime has moved into the number 3 spot. Here comes Walraven trying to work on the 4th spot to the tail tank of Todd Tager. Working now on lap number 5, Walraven again to the inside of Tager, but the 7A slams the door. Jerry Richard Jr. and Bob Olson, CPA 81, your race leader. Behind him, the 21 car, the Hawkeye Tech car of Steve Beitler, Danny Lasoski, and the American Compressed Steel car running 3rd. Todd Tager holding down the 4th spot with Walraven and Travis Graham to 6th. This time by, Doug Clark will hold the white flag. 1 lap to go for Jerry Richard Jr. Battle now for 4th as Walraven moves to the inside. The 56 car moves into the number 4 spot. Travis Graham still holding on to the number 6 spot. Everyone chasing the 81 car, Jerry Richard Jr., who takes the checker flag. Following him, Steve Beitler, Danny Lasoski, Walraven with the last lap pass into 4th. Todd Tager in 5th, Travis Graham 6th. The final car. 12 cars set to go 10 laps. Top 2 move on to tonight's A main event. Jamie Moyle and Peter Murphy in charge of bringing this feature to a green flag, and we're there. We are underway. 3 abreast going into turn number 1. Who's going to give? It's Brent Antill. Hold on. Hold on. Robert Jackson. Again, 10 laps to be the distance. Top 2 move on. Green flag is out. We are underway at the Knoxville Raceway. Jamie Moyle of the Rubes of Red Rock 4 out in front. Brent Antill right on his tail with Sean Moore in 3rd. But we're going to have a yellow, it looks like, as the 7 car, John Hall, out of Marion. Well, he's going to make it into the pits. That means the green flag will stay out. Again, top 2 move on as you see Larry Pinniger running in the 5th spot right now to the outside of Bob White. White not giving away the position as the 2 are side by side in 3 and 4. In fact, White going for the number 4 spot to the inside of the 12 car, Peter Murphy. That drops Murphy to 5th, Pinniger in 6th. Hold on, Jerry. Patrick Burke in the 27, hold on. Meanwhile, Jamie Moyle, Sean Moore setting the pace. Brent Antill, Bob White 3rd and 4th following him. The 12 car and the 55. Now Jerry Potter off the gas in 3 and 4, the 1A car creeping up the inside of the racetrack. The 1A car will come to a rest just short of the pit entrance. That means the yellow flag's going to come out. Single file racing style. The green flag comes back out. Now our sprint car drivers are hard on the gas. Take a look at Brent Antill working the top side, trying to get into a transfer spot around the 2X car of Sean Moore. The Antill in the PTI car number 1, working hard. He has moved into the number 2 spot. Brent Antill out of Huxley, Iowa. Right now on the bubble spot, putting Sean Moore back to 3rd. Bob White running 4th. Still Peter Murphy in the 5th spot with Pinniger fighting Leonard Lee for the 6th spot. 5 laps are down. 5 laps to go as the field begins to get strung out. Everybody with the exception of Larry Pinniger and Leonard Lee. An amazing effort for the 55 car to even make the B main. Right now they're scored in the 6th. Now the 6th spot, passing the 69 on the top side. Meanwhile, the Mid-States Ford truck car, Jamie Moyle leads the way. Behind him, the Haps Wallabies bar car number 1 of Brent Antill. The Moore Motorsports 2X of Sean Moore runs third, following him. The Hickman Racing 1K of Bob White. Peter Murphy in the Budweiser 12 runs fifth with the 55 of Brent Antill. Leonard Lee in the 16L. He is slow to a stop in turns 3 and 4. That'll bring out the yellow. 2 laps to go. If there's going to be any changes, are going to have to be made now. Again, top 2, the only ones moving on to tonight's A main. Larry Pinniger now going to work with a 12 car of Peter Murphy. The 55 car now runs in the number 5 spot. But you have to be in the top 2, this time by Jamie Moyle. The leader of the train will take the white flag. That means 1 lap to go with Brent Antill in second. Through turn number 3, under the scoreboard, off turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's beef feature winner, the Mid-States Ford 4 car of Jamie Moyle. Brent Antill into PTI car number 1 will also make his way to tonight's Twin 20 Brenton Bank features.
Row 2, 1 and 2 in point standings and working hard. Breezy Whitworth and Skip Jackson sitting in row 3. Keep a long look at them as they enter. Turn 3 under the scoreboard. Working turn 4 in the white line. Doug Clark, long look, and green flag. Rinke, Wallraven. McCall with a shot off the top. Lasoski following him through. It's Mike Rinke. McCall, Lasoski, Wallraven and Skip Jackson. Mike Rinke in that 0-2 car, working hard. Terry McCall and Danny the Dude Lasoski. Skip Jackson on the bottom, Wallraven on the top. Your battle for 4th and 5th. John Carney to the pit. Mike Rinke still showing the quick way around. He's on top. McCall's on the bottom. The Dude is up on top. Wallraven 4th. Jackson and Breezy, the top 6. The race closing in at the front. Rinke, little sideways. Here comes McCall on the bottom. Lasoski up on the top. Terry McCall now running first. Lasoski trying to chase him through. Rinke working hard. Lasoski still running third. Lasoski with a shot on the bottom. McCall up on the top. Here comes the Dude. Chasing Terry McCall through lap traffic. Keep an eye on them as they work under the Hall of Fame down the back chute into turn 3. McCall diving to the bottom. Lasoski follows him through the hole. McCall off the 4th turn, working hard. Terry McCall and Danny Lasoski. Terry down on the bottom, working hard. Wallraven moves into 3rd. McCall getting a slight advantage on the Dude as they work lap traffic. Working on lap number 9. Terry McCall on the quick half mile. Here comes the Dude. Wallraven. Skip Jackson, the 0-2 and the 96. Terry McCall pushing on the cushion off turn number 4. Gonna work lap traffic. Danny Lasoski running in that 2nd spot. Halfway, cross flags. 10 down, 10 to go. McCall working on the quick half mile. Terry McCall, a little clear track ahead of him as he has to negotiate Jamie Moyle, the next lap car. He goes back down to the bottom, through the middle and back to the top. Steve Beitler running hard in that blue number 21. It's still McCall working into lap traffic. Beitler taking that Hawkeye Tack 21 on a good ride tonight. McCall and Lasoski, the gap is closing. Let's keep an eye on him. Working lap number 13. Lap traffic gonna tell the tale. Terry McCall working high. Lasoski right on his bumper. Lasoski low with the advantage. He gets caught behind Troy Parsons. McCall on the high side. Lasoski on the low side. Here goes McCall. Has to get on the binders. Lasoski squeezes underneath him on the low side. Lap 14. Lasoski giving it the bend through turn 1. Sliding back to the high side. McCall working hard. Trying to work his way back in. Here comes Terry McCall on the bottom. Danny Lasoski on the high side. Working turn 4 under the flag stand. Lasoski and McCall. Lasoski and McCall. Lasoski sliding back to the cushion. Terry McCall coming up. Gonna have to try to run him down here in the last 4 laps. It's Lasoski and McCall. 1-2 off turn 4. Danny the Dude and Terry McCall putting on a heck of a show on the quick half mile. Keep an eye on them, they're working lap traffic again. Lasoski on the bottom. And Terry McCall. Danny Lasoski looking for the white flag on this circuit. The Dude working that Guy Forbrook Alcohol number 5 to perfection. Terry McCall working on second. Here comes the Dude, turn 3. Under the scoreboard, off the turn, Danny, the Dude, Lasoski.
With Danny, through the first 15 laps, Terry McCall looked like he had things set pretty good. Lap traffic once again slowed him up. They left you enough room down there in the bottom of turn 3 and left you room to slide on through, and you held the lead from there on.
Well, I tell you what, the first feature, I was doing everything I could do to try to catch Terry. Terry would run some good lines. I'd try something different. He gained a couple car lengths on me, so they're about on lap, I'd say 10 or so. I decided to try to stay with him as close as I could and wait till lap traffic, and I guess that kind of lucked out into our hand.
I'll say you had a good run. Track conditions, hot, humid tonight. The moisture staying there for you?
Yeah, actually it stayed really good. I was really surprised. The Duncan family does another great job with this racetrack. Probably was a little bit too heavy for us right now. We're having a little motor trouble, and the whole team is working real hard to figure that out before August gets here. But got to hand it to all them guys. They work real hard, and I got the lucky job of driving this thing.
410 sprint cars. It's Brenton Bank. Twin feature night here at the Knoxville Raceway. And certainly a grand night as we've been able to get these races off in good style. As I said, a bold prediction. 20 laps green, white checkered coming at you right now. Troy Parsons, Mark Smizer control the pace on the front row. Keep an eye on Terry McCall and Danny Lasoski from row number 9. Nice and slow through 3 and 4. Doug Clark taking a look at the field. If he likes what he sees, he will throw the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime here at the Knoxville Raceway. Our 20-lap invert feature goes green with Troy Parsons in the 57C taking the early lead. Battle for second, Brett Antill in the BTI car number 1 moving into there. Mark Smizer and Todd Tager take us to 4th. Coming by to complete lap number 1, the 57C, Troy Parsons. Now with Brett Antill Antill giving him all he's got. Antill into PTI, car number 1, closing the gap down to backstretch. Antill with a look to the bottom. They will come off turn 4, side by side. Same goes for the battle for third as Todd Tager and Mark Smizer battle. What about the dude? Take a look at Danny Lasoski working to the top side of the racetrack. He's now scored in the 9th, now the 8th position. The dude from Dover, the Fordbrook 5, looking to make it 2 for 2 here at the Knoxville Raceway on Brenton Bank Twin Feature Night. Now to the tail of Jamie Moyle. The dude working the high line, the Fordbrook 5, setting sail. Not only passing Moyle, but also Travis Cram. Take a look at Brent Antill. Smoke from the 57C. Antill takes the move on the bottom side of the racetrack. Parsons not letting off, though. It's side by side down the front stretch. Parsons maintaining the lead. A lot of smoke beginning to show from that car as Danny Lasoski now races into the number 3 spot. Lap number 5. The dude has come from 20th to 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, a driving exhibition being put on tonight by Danny Lasoski as Brent Antill racing Troy Parson again for the lead. This time Antill with the slide job to the top. Brent Antill takes over your race lead. Brent Antill, 1 week, sitting out 1 week, coming back after a terrible front stretch mishap. Takes the lead, the dude from Dover! Now moving into the number 2 spot as Troy Parsons gets up into the high side. Danny Lasoski. He's got the kite string out and the wing turned up. The dude from Dover beginning to reel in. Brent Antill into PTI, car number 1. Antill in search of his first win in 1996. Steve Beitler off the throttle is inside the pits. His night is finished in the 21. On the meantime, lap number 9, still Brent Antill with the dude from Dover. The American compressed steel car number 5 beginning to reel him in fast now. Down the backstretch they come. Brent Antill, your race leader, but not no more. Ladies and gentlemen, the dude from Dover will hold on to second. Brent Antill working the high side. That's the fast line around the big half mile here at Knoxville on Brenton Bank Twin Feature Night. 10 laps down, 10 to go. Can Brent Antill hold on? He's beginning to work through lap traffic. Passing the 96 of Breezy Wentworth. The dude now buttoned up to his rear dirt bar. The dude with a shot on the bottom. Danny Lasoski taking over the number 1 spot on lap number 11. Is there anything this guy can do here in Knoxville? Well, that means Brent Antill has moved back into the number 2 spot. Troy Parsons still holding down the 3rd spot, working off turn 4, still smoking. Bob Weave in the 19, running 4th with the 9 car. Rich Buback in 5th. Skip Jackson taking a look now to the bottom side. Bob Weave to the top side off at 2. He moves into the number 3. Moving Parsons back to the 3 spot, rather. Bob Weave now running 3rd. Troy Parsons 4th with Rich Buback in 5th. Skip Jackson, though, slows on the front stretch. Well, the bold prediction dash. The single file restart past the cone goes green now. Lasoski back on the hammer. Antill trying to make a move on the bottom. Sliding up to the top. Lasoski with the advantage off of turn number 4. But here comes Jamie Moyle. Now racing into the number 4 spot. The Mid-States Ford car number 4 working now past Troy Parsons. Jamie Moyle moving in the number 3 spot. It's Lasoski, Antill, Bob Weave, Jamie Moyle actually running 4th, Travis Cram and Jerry McCarl also making claims on top 5 finishing spots. This time by, though, we'll have 5 laps to go for Danny Lasoski. Behind him, Brent Antill racing in second. Bob Weave, Jamie Moyle in fourth, and a good battle for fifth. Rich Fubak takes the spot on the high side, setting Parsons back to sixth. Terry McCarl running now in the 7th spot. Now the 6th spot. The McCroskey 51 works the bottom side past the 57C. The laps begin to wind down. Danny Lasoski now opening up a sizable lead as Brent Antill gets into the cookies. The dude from Dover doing it again here at the Knoxville Raceway. The Fordbrook 5 working the high side of the racetrack, slicing and dicing through lap traffic. Terry McCarl, the McCroskey 51, now racing in a 5th spot. Jamie Moyle in 4th. Bob Weave 3rd. Brent Antill 2nd, but this time by Danny Lasoski will again take the white flag from Doug Clark. Just one short circle circuit left for Danny Lasoski. Ladies and gentlemen, the Knoxville's all-time winningest driver makes his way through 3 and 4, working the top side to his 2nd feature win in a row. Danny Lasoski in a Fordbrook 5. Coming home 2nd in a PTI car number 1 is Brent Antill. Following him is Bob Weave, Jamie Moyle, and Terry McCarl.
We move on to the 2nd feature and kind of reminiscent of Valvoline Classic, screaming from the rear.
Well, we knew starting from the back, you can't wait, because if you wait here, the guy off the front row can just check out. I mean, he can be gone. So we knew we had to make a first good corner. The first corner is really the most important. If you get held up and everybody gets in a line, it's tough to make everything up. So we come down the front straight. I decided a way to split the difference. So I went right through the middle and just said, oh, boy, hope nobody runs into me. So we just happened to make it through there. And once we got strung out a lap or two, I got a little momentum going and started driving by some guys. And I tell you the truth, I didn't even know we were leading. I didn't have a clue. I thought maybe we might, because when I was coming up through there before the yellow, I seen Terry McCarl coming. I said, ooh, this could be good, you know. And the yellow flag come out, and I looked up at the board, and our number was on top. But I wasn't paying attention. I didn't have who clue was leading.
Looked like a pretty decent racetrack, smooth all the way around. And once you guys kind of got out there, there's a little bit more in one groove out there.
Oh, actually, it was like almost 3 real grooves, because what moisture they threw from the bottom, it packed in the middle, and you could run pretty much all over the place. I think it was a great race for the 360s and us. It was a lot of fun.